Greetings, mod lovers across the universe. DW here, along with no one else, because this is Mod Explaining. In the last episode, I ended up trying to explain all the discs, all the programs inside every single one of these discs, but sadly I only ended up getting halfway, so I ended up having to end the video off there. So in this video, I'm going to end up continuing on from where I left off and explain the rest of the programs that are in these discs. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, the next one is a disc called Maze 3D. I've ended up going into Maze 3D, LS, and here it actually ends up having two different programs. The rest of them only ended up actually having one program. This one ends up actually having two. So if I end up actually running the Maze 2D program, I'm going to run that one first, and then pressing enter, and it ends up actually coming up with this. It ends up actually asking you how big do you actually want the maze, albeit enter maze size, how big do you want it. I'm going to have it as small as possible because I'm not really good at Maze Runner, or I don't really want to spend hours doing this, so to speak. And as you can see there, it ends up saying what maze size I set it as, and it also ends up telling you how long it took me. 5 seconds. Pretty good. Congratulations, you made it in, yeah. And if you press any button, it ends up ending it. If I end up doing it again, just to show you, this time I'm going to end up going a tiny bit bigger. I'm going to go 11. And this time you can end up actually seeing it's a bit bigger. Oh yeah, in order to move, oh yeah, it tells you at the side what you have to do. Q if you want to exit. If you want to go back to the very finish, just press R. Beginning, I mean, not finish. And if you want to move around, just press W, A, S, and D. So, hold on. And luckily, although this maze is quite big, I found it! Yay! Although it did take me longer. It took me 29 minutes, so that's probably just because I was explaining at the time. Now, that's that program, but I haven't ended up showing you this other program. Now, this one is actually in 2D, like it ends up saying. But this one is actually in 3D. You're probably thinking that that's impossible, but prepare to be surprised. If I end up doing Maze 3D, end up having a different screen, and end up doing this, I'm going to only end up doing 5, because I don't want to end up doing this for hours. And it ends up coming with a different thing. It ends up 1 telling you how to move, 2 how to turn, and 3 how to get back to the beginning. I'm not pressing this time. And how to exit. I'm also not going to press that. If you want to see if that works or not, just press it for yourselves. Now I'm going to press any button, and now you can see we're in 3D. And in order to turn, I just need to do the arrow keys. This is going to be hell. Okay, I'm going to go this way, I think. He says thinking that he's going to be stuck here forever. Okay. Is this the way? Okay. You know you've ended up making it out once you end up seeing a blue light, so to speak. And believe you me, once you see that blue light, forget what everyone says, don't go to the light. No, you run to the light. You run to it, I tell you. You run to it. See, blue light. Run to that thing. Except I need to go to the other side of the wall, because that's just showing where the blue light is. You only know where it is once it's in dark blue. Oh, god damn it, I need to go all the way around, don't I? Well, now I know where it is, so... What the hell? That was weird. Anyway, glitch there for a second. It looks like I have to go around. Is there another way around here, or is there? God damn it! Go this way. I knew I should have gone the other way. No, you didn't. Shut up. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. Shut up. Anyway, if I continue on. So yeah, you need to end up moving around a lot and try and find your way out. Also, as you would imagine, I prefer the other one because one, you know, where you can at least see kind of where you're going. Where this one, it's much harder to navigate, as you can clearly see. This one is more like hell, if anything. Okay. Hopefully I should eventually find it. He says, thinking very doubtfully. Just an ending? What? Haven't I already circled around here? I'm going to be here for a while, aren't I? Yep. Okay, keep going, keep going. It usually doesn't take me this long, because usually I find the right way to go. This time I wasn't so smart. Is this the right way to go, or is this just an end? There's just... I like how, when I was practicing this just so we're clear, I was actually doing quite well. I kept on finding it, ended up actually getting there. But now, when I'm recording, I can't find it. That is the most ironic thing in the world. Oh, now I found it. There we go. That's the blue light. Run to that thing like no tomorrow. Run, 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 run. Yes! It took me 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So yeah, the 2D version is much easier. The 3D version is much harder. But just like I've ended up doing with all the other ones, I'm going to end up showing you if this program ends up working on normal computers, normal turtles, or advanced turtles. So without further ado, let me quickly get the Maze 3D one. End up doing this, and end up going... Oh, I'm still in this. Control T. Okay. LS. Okay. Maze 2D. Okay. Now this one should actually work, so if I end up doing this... Yep, ends up working. Yep. But I believe if I end up trying to do it with the 3D one, it says it can't work on this. It can only end up working on an advanced computer. If I end up doing the same thing, once again, I forgot to get out of this. Control T, and end up doing Maze 2D. It should end up working. It does work, except you can't see what you're doing. I'm just going to do 5. Okay, so yeah, besides not being able to see what you're doing, that works. Now just press any button, and I believe it's oh yeah, forgot to show you. It shouldn't end up working with 3D. No, it doesn't work. Still need advanced computer. Leave again. Okay, ls. Oh right, because I haven't put it in again. For God's sake, TW. Okay, then ls. Okay, Maze 2D does work, except you can't see what you're doing. 5. Oh, I mean enter. Oops. Okay, move around a bit. So yeah, besides not being able to see what you're doing, it does work on computers. I mean turtles. Okay, but now here's the big question. Seeing this is advanced in blah 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 blah. Seeing that this is an advanced turtle, does it end up working on an advanced turtle? No, it does not. Just like the Protector program, I think it was the Protector program, it only ends up working on an advanced computer. You can see why I've mainly ended up using advanced computers in this, because no matter what, all these programs end up actually working on advanced computers. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, why am I doing ls? CD, disk, and I'm going into here. The next one's called Gold Runner, where you need to end up playing this game. Now, there's 2 things in this. There is a folder that says levels and the actual program, which is Gold Runner. Now, the first thing I'm actually going to do is go CD and then levels. And I'm doing ls. And it ends up actually having all these kind of little programs right here. Now, I'm going to end up actually going into one of them. I'm going to end up going 0. I'll go with the first one, which is 1 welcome. Okay, and as you can see here, it ends up having all these kind of little symbols here. Now, if you don't know what this is, it kind of looks like this gobbledygook everywhere, but believe you me, this will actually make sense later on, and all these symbols here. But I've ended up showing you this. Oh yeah, seeing that this is a program that someone else made, I obviously can't edit it or change it in any way, just in case you were wondering. Now, if I end up doing cd ... just delete the levels folder, and I end up doing Gold Run. Sorry about my throat, by the way. What? Oh, I see what I've done. Goddle. It ends up having this little program right here, which is, surprise, surprise, a game. Like I've said, most of these are actually games. So the first thing, there's the main menu. The first thing I'm going to press on is new game. Where if you remember that weird little code, what the hell? Okay, there we go. Now I can move. I think it doesn't let you move unless you press a certain one button on your keyboard first. I was pressing anyway. The way you move around is that you end up using A and D. You can't jump, by the way, but you can actually break blocks. If I end up doing Q and E, Q ends up breaking blocks to your left. E ends up breaking blocks to your right. If you want to end up climbing ladders, you end up using W and S, or go down for S, and end up getting all this gold here. The main point of this game is to get all the gold, as you can see here. And if you remember back to that code I showed you in that program, and also notice that the name of the program is actually the name of this level, that code was actually laying out the level for you. If you ended up noticing that all the different symbols meant different things. Like, I believe there was loads of 4s. I believe the 4s ended up standing for money, just in case you were wondering. But yeah, this is how you basically play the game. And once you end up getting all the gold, a portal ends up opening up, and you go to the next level. Where this time there's actually bad guys. You see that red guy there? Yeah. If he catches you, he'll kill you. So, what do we make sure we don't do? Don't get killed. That's the one thing to do. Don't get killed. Now, this is where breaking blocks does come in handy. Okay. Now, I'm not actually scared of this guy that much, because if you end up actually placing down a block, this guy stupidly ends up going into it, and you can end up escaping him. Meaning that... Hold on. Q. Haha! He's conflicted because he doesn't know where to go next. I can end up just going... Hold on. This guy will stupidly come over here. He'll fall down. I can just run across. Bye-bye. And he'll keep chasing me no matter what. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Not the smartest tool in the shed. But anyway, yeah. Basically, you need to end up getting all the gold while trying to get away from this guy, who isn't that smart, as you can tell, because he can't climb up ladders. I feel pity for this guy in a way. I really, really do. But anyway, I think I ended up showing you enough of that, so I'm going to end up doing Control-T, get out of this, end up going back into the game. Now, I've ended up showing you that. There's also this, where you can end up actually selecting the levels, where you can end up choosing any levels. I'm going to choose level 3. Mainly because I prefer level 3, no offense. Whew. These guys make you run for your money. One day, I swear to God, my jokes are going to kill me. I know that for sure, because people are going to kill me because of my jokes. Okay, boop. Bye. I find level 3 much easier than level 2. Find it much easier. Mainly because these guys are pretty stupid. Alright, see you later, suckers. Too much fun with these guys, honestly. Alright, see ya! And the minute you press a button, yeah. Okay, so that's how you do that. Going to do Control-T. There's no other way, I think, to exit the game, so you just need to do Control-T. And I've shown you how to do new game, showed you how to do select level, you can choose any level, and then there's create level. If you end up doing this, I'm going to end up calling the name of the level, I'm going to call it, pardon me, I'm going to end up calling it DW13. I'm so sorry for that burp, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why that happened. Where you can end up creating your own level, and if you want to end up getting other blocks to put down, say if you want money, just end up doing, oh, lots and lots of lovely gold, lovely gold. Ching! Just press the, god damn it, my brain's turned off. Again. Guess what's turned on? The goddamn, oh, I didn't even notice it turns at night. Just ignore the rain in the background, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to end up getting all these items, say if you wanted to erase something, get rid of that, you just right-click. You just end up right-clicking and it ends up bringing up that. Now, this is all good and fine, but if you end up pressing enter, you can end up pressing save. But the one thing I've found with this is that if you end up doing play level, it comes up with this error and kicks you out of the game. So it turns out you can't even actually make your own levels. It's kind of just this little thing here. I don't know why it doesn't work. I've checked why it just doesn't work. Maybe I'm missing something, God knows. And as soon as you leave, it ends up saying thank you for playing Gold Runner. But as usual, I'm going to end up showing you these programs. I just realized, is it? Oh yeah, it still is. I'm just going to get rid of that. But as usual, I'm going to end up showing you this program actually working in a normal computer, normal turtle, and an advanced turtle. So if I end up going right here, and end up doing this, let's end up seeing if this works or not. So now, Gold Runner. Okay, yeah, once again, it requires a computer. It requires an advanced computer. So if I end up doing it with this one, it should end up coming up with the same message. Gold Runner. Comes up with the same message. So logically, it should end up doing the same with this, or at least I think it should. I don't actually remember what comes up. So if I end up doing this now, I accidentally pressed E by accident. Gold. I don't actually remember if it. Maybe it's just because it's not advanced. Oh yeah, it does come up. The only problem is that, seeing that the screen's so small, you can't fully see everything. So if I end up pressing new game, I can't see what I'm doing. This is so much fun. So yeah, it turns out you can only end up playing it on a advanced computer, like I've said before. But going on to the very last disc that ends up having a program, we end up having a tic-tac-toe. I wonder what will be in here. Go ls, tick, tac, toe, and enter your name, DW13, and surprise, surprise, we have a game of tic-tac-toe. Now, in order to place down what you are, by the way, we are X, you need to end up just either end up left-clicking, so say if I end up, hold on, I end up left-clicking right here, end up doing this. The computer's right now trying to figure out what the hell I'm on about. Like, what is he doing? What's the point of that? Well, I know I'm gonna lose anyway, so might as well have fun with this guy. Once the game ends, it comes with two messages: either press R to play again, repeat, or press Q to quit. I'm gonna press R again. Another way to put down your X's is just by using this. So if I end up pressing 5, it ends up putting one right here. I'm not going to click on it because then I'll just put it there. So I'm doing 5, ends up putting it right there. And once again, it comes up with the same messages. Tricky minx. Why the hell did I do that? In my mind, that worked. Why did I put that down? My brain is turned off. It's gone. But anyway, if you also press exit or press Q, it ends up exiting the game. Where you can end up. Oh yeah, I need to press down first. Where the computer will basically end up keep fighting you. And notice how every time I end up, when it's my turn, it ends up coming with DW13. But when I hold on. But when it's the computer's turn, it actually comes up with the computer, which is actually quite cool. And then, yep, there we go. Ends up actually saying DW13 is the winner, which is actually quite cool. It also ends up saying it when the computer wins, or it ends up coming with a message saying draw when someone's draw. You already saw that. It came with an unhappy face. But that's that. I'm going to quickly show you it on the... Get rid of the disc in here. Whew. I'm going to end up showing you it in the normal computer, normal turtle, and advanced turtle. So let's quickly show you that. And doing C, hold on, no. LS, and end up doing a tick, tac, toe, and end up doing DW13. And ends up coming up with the same thing, except you can't click it, so it's best to have just do that. Yeah, as you can see there. and end up doing 7. And then end up... There was a reason towards that. Oh, I remember now. And end up doing 1. And now if I end up doing 9, yep, I win. And then ends up coming up with that. And it should end up working the same with a normal turtle. End up doing toe. Oh. What? Sorry, this game can only run on computers. Oh! Oh, I don't remember that. Okay. It can only end up running on... I know it said that it can only run on computers, but just in case... You never know, some messages do come up weirdly. Control 2. Tick. Tack. Toe. Yeah, it comes with the same message. So apparently you can only end up playing this game on either a normal computer or a advanced computer, which is actually quite cool. Now, that's actually everything I have to show you. There is one last thing though. There's this little chest here with a sign saying discs I haven't figured out, and quote it and underline that yet. In total, there's supposed to be at least, if you end up counting here, there's actually 10 discs when you end up going into creative mode. So far, I've only ended up actually figuring out 7. These 3 have kind of stumped me on what they do. I've tested them out, they've kind of stumped me. But just because I can't figure them out now, doesn't mean I'll never actually figure them out. In my spare time, I'm going to end up trying to learn what these end up doing for the next mod explaining video. And hopefully by then, I should end up figuring out what these actually do. I hope. It will be embarrassing if I didn't figure them out. But... sorry, I'm very lightheaded. I don't know why. It is in summer and it's very hot. But anyway... But that's actually all the programs and stuff I have to show you. So, I hope you all enjoy my subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. Once my channel, send to your friends, your cats, your goldfish. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!